few rules of the road to do kind of a following distance reference. We can do a 2-second follow. We're not going to go all that fast. So you can get a little closer to me. You're probably at about 5 seconds if I were to count it off. Yeah, and then what I'll do is if I see you guys fall back, I'll slow down and let you catch me like I'm doing right now. And then we can regroup and rearm and then we can head down the trail. And that way you won't overdrive it. Okay, I got a pretty good system worked out. It's also actually not too dusty, which is awesome. Like, folks are getting spoiled. Spring classes definitely get spoiled, that's just for sure. Alright, now trust the truck. Do this a lot. Those trucks are pretty capable, more capable than you think. Kind of like when you go on vacation, you rent one of those horses, and that horse has done that trail a bunch, and it just heads down and, you know, walks off, and you just go for a ride. Well, it's kind of the Raptor, right? It's done this, and I'll set a pace, and it just, I know what it can do. I'll fill up here a little bit. I see we're still a little spread out.
Are we supposed to be in any specific mode right now?
Not yet. We will do that here in just a second.
Definitely been dry all week.
Right, gang. So, as you turn the corner there, we'll do our first mode change. So, let's get the truck into off-road mode. So again, I like to just click the thing and bring it back to center on my own, but if you count clicks to the right, it'll be 2 clicks will get you to off-road mode. Now, by default, off-road mode, it activates that rear locking differential, and we don't need it. So the easy way to get to that locker screen, again, that little off-road button next to the knob. And in off-road, they're blue, so the little blue indicated icon on the left there side of the screen, that will turn it off. And then since it's our first mode change of the day, well, I'll hop out and take a look. I'm going to pull alongside Mr. Mike's group here, kind of in a crooked single file line here. I'll hop out, run back, make sure you got the buttons pushed the way they need to be. And then, yeah, we'll head down this trail in front of us. It's actually pretty fun.
Rear lock, there it is. There we go.
I thought he wants it off.
Oh, does he want it off or on? Well, we'll go off until
Parking sensor like they're off.
You good? Okay.
You want?
My mask wrong. I have to admonish myself in the class later today.
Did you say lock on or off?
Yeah, but it's not Baja. We want off-road.
Oh.
Baja, I'll keep it in like first gear the whole time. We're not going to go that fast.
I thought I had it in off-road.
It's okay. It might have stuck on you. Like I said, they're sticky.
Yeah, it says off-road use only.
Well, so that'll say it for all of the off-road modes.
Okay.
The indication's actually right here.
So go right again?
Nope, you're in off-road now. The other way you can do it, we got these, well, hang on. We didn't program this right.
Yeah, the other one there.
The my view, so, see, so mode, traction control level, shock setting, exhaust.
You want the
all that good
logger
stuff.
off, right?
And we need the logger off, yep.
Parking sensors.
And yeah, turn the parking sensors out, man. They beep like crazy. This bumper isn't. They're all hand built, so that explains it. You're set now.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, gang. So I'm gonna set a pace. I'm gonna find yours to drive with both pedals. Basically, I'm gonna pick a pace that the truck will just soak up most of the bumps here on this trail. Again, we can stack right up. It's the telephone game, right? And it's a terrible version of it because you gotta watch where the truck goes rather than pass along information. It's not too drastic, right? I might just kind of go to the left side of the trail or the right side of the trail, and that's just to line up the bumps a little bit. And again, if you kind of, if the truck behind me, number 20, sees where I go, and then the truck behind them goes the same spot, we'll get to go. But again, nothing too crazy to find us out here. And if it is, I'll check up for it. I'm not going to let you lead you intentionally into something where you have a bad day. The rest portion of the trail is actually pretty easy going. There's only a couple gotcha bumps on the other side. Again, you'll notice I'm not really tapping the brakes. I'm just cruising along, breathing on the power, breathing off the power, just keeping at a steady state. Again, this is just to highlight the cool Fox line valves and the work they put in the suspension on this truck. It actually is a pretty capable little truck.
I'll cut it off a little bit.
Yeah. The water is making it slide around.
I'm doing, team. Like I said, the good old telephone game of information isn't the best. So I'm just trying to either miss bumps or anything that's going to roll me, right? So if I look down the line and I see a series of rollers, and what I mean by that is, you know, an up and down nose hill change. If I can split those in half, meaning I can put 2 tires on them and take 2 tires off of them, you know, that means I don't have to slow down as much because only half the truck is going to have to deal with the bumps, right? That's kind of what I'm doing. And then the rest of this is just dodging around little holes, right? And I don't have to drive off into the weeds to do it. Again, this nice little, you know, left to right kind of pinball works out. It is a pretty good little truck, but it does have a little bit of a chin on it, that skid plate up front. And if you're a fan like the tall gentleman in the class, let's say that's the first thing on the race truck they did is they basically got rid of the front bumper. You could give it a little more approach angle.
Found that one.
Oh, they did it.
I wonder how busy this trail is on the weekends.
So leave the truck running. We don't need to push any buttons or anything. Just simply switch to your co-drivers. Hop out and hop in. I probably leave the doors open in case the door handle's dirty. But yeah, hop in, hop out, and then off we go. See, man, look at that. That's good efficient swap. I like that. Alright, so different driver, but same task. So yeah, just keep up and off we go. This side, you'll see some trees. They're a little closer, but yeah, you know, don't hug the tree with the Ranger. That's not advised. There are a couple of little gotcha bumps. There's another little cattle crossing I'll check up for. That little ditch at the end I'll check up for. But it'll be alright. I'll just slow down and let everybody catch me. Nothing to worry about. Give me a heads up.
Did a trip like this in Virginia, but with full tire pressure, and I was just getting rocked everywhere.
Yeah, you gotta run them softer on trails.
If you're talking about a rough day, rides his motorcycle all day, takes pictures, few things to really enjoy. Yeah. Trying to look at Wolf Flopper down the wherever you're waiting.
hard to keep steady pressure because keep
It
pushing my
changes.
foot down.
Yeah. It takes a balance, that's for sure.
Going slow just for people to catch up? Or
Well, no, it's
or
this
because
is
this rut.
Yeah, big rut. You'd probably bottom it out if you hit it too hard. Nose it in.
See how dirty it is already.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to keep this color clean.
Well, even my Velocity Blue, it
Yeah,
gets
it's darker
dusty.
too,
And,
yeah.
well, it gets dusty, you know, the brightness goes away.
But
as
the
soon as
whites
it covers it.
always seem to look pretty
White
good.
and silver usually. I used to only get silver rigs because it was easier to keep them clean. Or they didn't look as dirty when they were dirty. Looks like we're coming out of an accident.
Alright, gang, we got to touch asphalt here. So, extra lights off, go to normal, and let me know when you're ready. So, normal mode, lights off,
That's something that you do prior to getting onto the highway. Now you should have your off-road screen display in the center console. There you'll see the bottom of the truck. And then we've got our buttons for the rear locker. Trail control is in the center, and front locker. Now the front locker is only available in the rock crawl mode. Now above that row of buttons on the left side of that screen, there looks like to be a menu. If you push that, there are another series of buttons that will come into play. You'll see there's like an image of the bottom of your truck, but then there's another button there that will show trying to push it at the same time, that you can push. It's like a truck that has a tip angle, but it'll show you also an inclinometer from that view in the center. Okay, follow me. We're going to move up to our side hill. Now the first exercise that we're going to do is a side hill exercise where we'll apply a left foot braking technique, and this is something that we will do up in the mountains. We use left foot braking to help improve stability and vehicle performance when we're climbing up on the rocks. Yeah, everybody come on in, nose to tail, stay in that single file line. Now left foot braking is a pretty easy technique. It takes a little bit of practice, but you want to have right foot on the throttle, left foot on the brake. Now I put my right foot far right, so it's kind of rubbing up against the tranny tunnel. This helps me to hold a steady throttle position. So I'm going to go across this side hill. I'm going to bring my RPM up to about 1,000 RPM, and I'm going to hold the brake, but then when I'm ready to go, I'm just going to slowly reduce brake pedal pressure, and that will bring me up on this side hill. Now you guys should be in 4 low, rear locker off. On your dash, you should have the inclinometer. You should be in off-road mode, or pitch and roll. Pitch and roll, go to your right side of your steering wheel, that OK button, and just go push it up or down, and it'll put you on that pitch and roll that show you the inclinometer. So you have the inclinometer set up on the center or on your forward dash. Okay, so once again, I'm going to hold RPM, about 1,000 RPM, and I'm just going to trail out of the brake and bring the truck up onto the side hill. Now, driver, go ahead and put your window down, because as we do this exercise, Kyle is going to ground guide you all the way across the side hill. Once again, hold steady throttle, and you're just trailing out of the brake to bring the truck across the side hill. Now, once you complete that, you're going to come up to the hill climb, where we'll do trail control.
A little interesting coming out of there.
30 degrees. I think they want us to use the trail control next.
Yeah, I use that on my Bronco for set it at like 3 miles an hour and just let it roll.
Yeah. You've been recording?
Yeah, for this part of it.
This one's not moving. I guess they're separate.
Yeah, they are, because everybody can have their own SD card.
Okie doke. Trail control, yep. You control it with the cruise control toggle, get it to 3, and then,
Come on, you want to go to the next one?
yep, and then you can cancel it out,
There.
and it'll hold the speed. Because you're going to creep your way up, and when you touch the brakes, once it moves, that drops back. So if you hit cancel, it'll hold that speed,
All right, team.
and then at the base of the hill, you just hit resume.
Got our last truck finally set there. So most common question we get, how much angle can we go to before the truck rolls over? Well, there is nothing in writing the other thing I want you to keep in mind here is that's a very high level of grip too. If that were dirt, we would not be able to keep the truck up there. So with also that, the other most common question we get is, what's the tire pressure set at? We got 32 front, 28 rear, and that's what we use for our program because it's asphalt, dirt, back asphalt, so on and so forth. Okay, now we're going to use trail control. Trail control is low-speed cruise control for off-road. And by the way, it's available in normal and sport and the other drive modes that you have. Now, procedure, truck's already set, right? The speed that we're going to use to climb. You're going to normally drive the truck up to where the 16 truck is at. When Kyle gives you the signal to climb, whatever that might be, basically you're going to push and release that cancel restart button. That will engage the system. At that point, no gas, no brake. The truck's going to control that, and it's going to make the climb. At the top of the hill, he's going to ask that you stop, reboot it back up to 3, and descend on the other side. Now, the reason we set it up the way you guys are set, if we set the 3 miles an hour back there and then progress upward in the line and stop, it defaults back to 1. So we're just basically presetting the system. Now, this is also where your camera comes into play, useful tool as you make the climb, because eventually you're going to see nothing but sky. Now, to add to that stack of information that I just gave you, if the emergency brake is activated, the truck will not let you engage the trail control. Sometimes if the truck is parked at a slight angle, it will automatically engage the emergency brake. So we make the climb. There's flags to right and left for references. You'll plateau. You'll bump it back up to 3 and descend on the other side. Now when you get to the bottom of the hill, I want you to turn that trail control system off and head over to the offset bumps. I'm turning it over to Kyle. And Chase, we get to the bottom of the hill, go ahead and turn off trail control. Follow me.
Alrighty. See what happened to your speed? Yep. Let go of the brake, it'll go 1, and then you can speed it up.
Okay.
Nice job, team. Let's go ahead and turn off that trail control. And truck 2, just kind of join us over here. Now, trail control is also available in reverse. You can use it in reverse, and then max speed is 5 and forward speed is 20. Now we're going to give you opportunity to, we're going to go through this offset bump exercise. Now this is going to be in, this is at idle speed. We're going to cruise through this exercise up here where Jake is at. Eventually when we get towards this area, the truck is going to stall out. Once you start to feel the truck stall out, what we're going to want you to do is bring the truck to a stop. Then reach down and turn on the rear locker. After that, we'll continue onward. We're going to head over there to where Kyle is at.
Look at the wheel travel.
Now, Kyle will be ground guiding you as you get to a certain point, but we're just going to keep the truck between these orange cones as a reference of our path. Once again, this is idle speed in drive. And once again, watch Kyle because he'll be ground guiding you. Now we're going to go to these more aggressive offset bumps. And the truck will stall out. Once the truck stalls out, then we're going to have you engage the front locker. From here, we'll continue onward. Now you'll see the 2 flags up ahead. We're going to head towards those 2 flags, but then there's also a sign here that tells you, that will tell you to turn the front and rear lockers off. Yeah, you get to this point, I'm going to turn the rear locker and front locker off. Hit the buttons, navigate these 2 bumps. Here's where the camera also kind of comes into play, because you'll see nothing but sky certain points in time, and you'll just line up behind me because I'll just be further down the trail. Turn it over to Jake and Kyle.
for that brake here in just a second. And right there, brake. Turn on the rear locker. Use that camera if you need to keep an eye on the cones and drive straight on through. Nice work.
It's hard not to want to push on the gas.
Okay, stop it right there. Okay, hit that front locker. Keep that wheel perfectly straight.
Cleaning cameras.
There is actually washer fluid for them, but I don't remember. Never figured out how to squirt it.
And after you guys complete the exercise, switch drivers. Alright team, everybody follow me. We're going to head on to our handling exercise. In this exercise, you're going to get an opportunity to experience the different drive modes that your truck has to offer. Just a couple of them, I shouldn't say all of them. But we're going to go from normal to off-road to Baja and back to normal. And each driver is going to do all 4 of those runs before we make a driver change. Now, in our normal day life, we may not feel those little details when we turn that drive mode control dial, how the truck changes. So by doing this exercise, you'll have a really good foundation of that. Now, the other thing we're going to work on, you're going to work on, are some basic driving skills. Vision is really the most important thing that we should do as a driver, always looking ahead for the path that we want the truck to take. Next is the vehicle dynamics part. How are we managing the truck, gas, brake, and steering, and driving the line. Now, where these flags are at, this will be the staging area, and this is where I'm going to be at, and this is where I will release you. Now, everybody follow me through this exercise. Look straight down the straightaway. You see that tall green cone straight ahead. Now, that's your turn-in reference for the corner that we're getting ready to approach. Now, when I release you, easy throttle, right? I don't want you to get on it real hard and spit a bunch of rocks up on me and the truck that's behind you. So wait till you get to the double green that's over here to my right. Once you get to that point, then you can go ahead and rapidly accelerate. Now, it's pretty washboardy there, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move over a little bit to the right, and it's a little washboardy there also, so it's going to have to kind of hunt around a little bit. Take note of that white cone there on the right. Now the 3 orange is for braking reference. Transition gas to brake. We'll stay right to set up for this left. There's another white cone. I'll tell you more about that later. And then the green cone here on the right is my turn-in reference. Now before I get to the turn-in reference, I want to look left, turn left. Now I'm making my approach into this corner on the brake. So when I drive into the corner, what I want to do is slowly step off the brake. That's a technique called trailing brake. And what will happen is it will aid steering performance. Now I'll turn into the corner. I want to set myself up so I'm on the left side of the track now. Then I'm going to go back to power, accelerate up to the next corner. 3 orange cones here, braking reference. Green on the left is for turn in. I'll do my braking. Before I get to the turn in cone, I want to look right, then turn right. Once again, step off the brake slowly as I turn, aid the steering. Once the truck is pointed, then I'm on power as I accelerate out of the corner. I'm heading up into my braking zone, the brake box. I want to accelerate all the way up into this brake box. And as I transition past those tall orange cones, I want to bring the truck to a complete stop. Now here guys, this is your opportunity to be really aggressive with that brake pedal. And I want you to get in the brake so hard that you are feeling some kickback here. And at the same time, what's happening is you're activating the ABS, the anti-lock braking system, bringing the truck to a complete stop. Most people are kind of hesitant to go to that threshold. Well, this is your opportunity to experiment with that. And I'll tell you more about braking or the brake system as we go through this exercise. Now, once again, complete stop. If you're not feeling that pedal pulsate, you're not braking hard enough, so try to do that as quickly as you can. Now, once you finish that complete stop, we'll exit the exercise. Now, notice that sign says 15 miles an hour. Well, that's the return route speed that we want you to abide by as you go back to the starting point of the exercise. Now, during the exercise, if you hear over the radio, all trucks stopped, something's gone wrong, and we want to control the scenario here. We're going to ask you to all stop, no matter where you're at, and bring your truck to a stop. Now, each time as you go through the exercise, you're on the return route. Kyle is here. He's going to give you some information about drive modes and help prepare you for the next lap. Once you've met with him, then you just come back in line and get ready to go through the exercise again. Once again, each driver is going to do all 4 runs before we do a driver change.
Turn run is longer than the actual course.
All right, everybody favor pretty much the right side of the trail. And Chase, what I want you to do is pull up to this black flag and stop. I want you to wait there for me. I'm going to go up the trail here, turn around, and then come back so that my truck is facing the other way. So stand by right there.
Okay, you're in a two-wheel drive pickup. Stability, traction control, up way high. Now when I release you, nice and easy up to the double green. When you get to the double green, it's go time. Navigate the course, come to a complete aggressive stop in the stop box. You ready?
All right.
Clear to go.
A little slide there. It's a lot different than a street track.
Well, everything, one right after another. Brake,
Well, and
accelerate, brake, accelerate.
brake and accelerate, plus the fact that you've got ground braking underneath. I mean, it'll be definitely different in four-wheel drive mode. I am sure. Do off-road mode without the locker, and you can do it while you're moving.
Without the locker.
Oh, yep. Turn off it. It automatically defaults on, I guess. Thank you for checking that.
Keep your eyes up, and you won't have that mid-course corner, right? We don't want to stare at the cones. We want to see them before we get there. Memorize where it's at. Use our peripheral to see it, and we'll drive right past it. There you go. You stopped before you went off the course. Good save.
Now you're in a four-wheel drive pickup. Stability and traction control reduced. ABS calibration also changes here. Under threshold braking, right, you're at that ABS, you'll get periods of lockup where the truck will stop better. So it'll help the truck stop better than dirt. Now we're going to do this in manual mode. Push the M button, pull back on the plus handle because I want you to start in second. Down the straightaway, get to the first white cone, click it up to third. Continue your acceleration, brake, get to the second white cone, back to second, navigate the rest of the course in second. Okay, clear to go.
better at that braking. I'm sliding, but I'm going through the corner.
Baja hee-haw.
Okay.
We'll see you in a minute, gentlemen.
Now, Baja, we had to be in neutral, right?
No.
No? It'll still
Turn
go.
to the right.
Oh, it's rock crawl. We had to be in neutral.
No, go back to your rock crawl.
There we go. It went too far. Baja, Baja. It says off-road on there. Okay.
Didn't change the lockers. So.
Yeah.
Baja. We're going to do this in drive.
Okay.
Now, stability and traction control reduce even more. And the reason we want you to do this in drive is because we want you to feel the transmission. Because the transmission will hold the gear longer before it will upshift and then auto rev match on the downshift.
Okay.
Okay,
Lockers off, right?
Lockers off.
But
Yes.
you want it in auto, not manual mode.
What's that?
Not manual.
Not manual. We're doing it in drive. He
I'm
had
in
it
drive.
set. He's all set. You see right here, D orange are set
It
for
would, yeah, it'd be all the way over if we went to manual. Okay.
Correct.
Perfect. Braking feels different for sure.
So it changes it.
Nice that the sun's breaking out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to change the sunglasses and eliminate the glares.
Go to normal mode. Got one more normal, then it's his turn to drive. See you in
Okay.
a minute, gentlemen. know that?
I just have to get better at my braking. I think I'm releasing it too soon in the corner. Because when I'm coming out, I'm sliding more.
So that's just a practice, right? Use the trailing brake technique to help improve steering. But it's also too, it's not a constant pressure.
Right, it's just very
trailing out.
Right.
Now you're back to two-wheel drive pickup. Now the auto start and stop is not part of the default settings for off-road. So I just wanted to share that. Okay, there you go.
Lost it. I wonder how many acres they have out here.
Switch drivers up and Mike, but little feedback. I know you're done driving. So when you come across this turn, you take that left. You round it out, but you want to end up trackside left.
Trackside left.
Right?
Yeah, I was going too. Yeah. Well, I was telling Mike I wasn't holding my brake long enough going in, I thought.
Well, and then you just stayed over track right. So then when you turned, what happened is it forced you wide on the exit. It forced you wide at the apex because you just don't have the grip to turn that sharp. So you can make note of that for your lap. See you in a minute, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's finding that spot and turning to it instead of trying to stay in on the side.
Could you tell the difference between normal and Baja?
And and then Kyle was telling me too, I was playing too tight, so when I came out, the force was tracking me out, and that had to do with my braking, as I said, going in.
Okay.
So,
as a passenger, can you feel it?
I can tell the difference, yeah.
All right.
All right.
New driver.
Yep.
Two-wheel drive. Clear to go.
All right. Dude, it's really slow. right.
Okay.
You can do while you're moving. See you in a minute, gentlemen.
And team, if you memorize the order of the modes, and you roll up to me and just be like, we got it there. That works for me. So I might have some coaching for you. But yeah, you definitely get the mode changed ahead of time.
Cheers up. So I'm in second gear, and then after the first turn go to third.
No, it's at. If we're doing manual on this one, it's when you get to the white cone, you go to third, and then you shift down in the turn.
Alright, you're in off-road mode, manual second gear. First white cone up ahead, you're gonna go up to third, accelerate, brake, get to the second white cone, down to second. Navigate the rest of the course in second gear. Now the rear locker is part of the default setting for off-road and for rock crawl. Rear locker gives us better forward bite. That's not part of the default setting for Baja.
Okay.
Okay, clear to go.
Now we're Baja.
Baja mode.
All right.
Have fun, gentlemen.
Drive.
How do I switch it?
Just hit the manual button again.
On the side,
Oh, okay.
and it'll bring it back. See how it's illuminated orange? Push the M button again for me, just so you see it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, clear to go.
Thank you. back to normal.
All right.
Thank you.
See you in a minute. Two-wheel drive. And you're clear.
All right.
Looks like we're lining back up in, Kyle.
All right, gentlemen. Once you have your helmets stowed, you guys are going to follow me.
team. So here we got a little extra width of road. So if you just want to just check up here, I'll have you two stop on the one side, and we'll have that gray truck come around. Get him in that number 1 spot. There we go. It's like we planned it, man. We could be in synchronized raptoring. That was an Olympic sport. Of course, we all know that breakdancing is no longer going to be an Olympic sport. That's unfortunate. We got some good memes out of it. Of course, the one I remember is the Turkish guy that won with the bullseye shooting. Believe it or not, they separated those two disciplines. So dueling used to be an Olympic sport. Yeah, where 7 paces, you turn and fire. Yeah, that used to be an Olympic sport up until 1934.
Real bullets.
Yeah, it's interesting. It'd be like fencing. Do they score it by?
No protective gear.
Yeah.
Just real swords.
Alright, team, we're going to jump on the road for a second so you can get rid of the extra lights. We'll turn them on just as soon as we get down back in the dirt. And if you watch left, it's kind of a blind hill, so the cars just kind of magically appear.
Everything's coming out of the tires.
Alright, team, we'll do a shift on the move here. So let's go to off-road mode. Again, we'll do while we're moving. Don't need the locker, so we'll turn it off. And then just let me know when you're ready and grab those extra lights as well.
How come it didn't?
Still loading.
Yeah. I thought maybe it was my sunglasses. Come on. Are we stuck again?
Turn it off and back on, is it?
Who's ready?
I just park it,
Yeah.
turn it off and back on.
Kyle, we got a sticky for a second.
Oh, alright. You need help fixing it, or,
We're trying. Hang on. Raptor status says we're there, but the locker symbols aren't coming up.
alright. Now, if it says it's there and the locker is not on, let's head up here.
Well, now on my front it says locker's on.
Alrighty.
I'm not blind. I'm not.
No.
Yeah, okay.
You want to try turning it off and back on?
Alright, team. We're not going to be in this mode real long. We're headed to the base of the hill here where you can see Mike's trucks over there.
Okay.
I'll just come check everything out. Alright, team. So over here, I can start driving with both my feet, which is exactly what I'm going to start doing. Now, if you're in this portion, I'm not really pushing much on the brake. Actually, I was going to say it. I'm just out of feel. A lot of it at this pace, I don't really need much of the brake, right? But I can still drag a little in sections. And again, it just gets me going a little quicker, right? It's going to calm the truck down. But as I can see, I've already ran away from you, so I'll just slow up and reel me in at your pace. Now, one of the things I like to do when I get in a new vehicle, mainly for off-road purposes, especially if I'm going to go where the trails are pretty wild and crazy, I find references. And what I mean by that is I need to know where my tires are, okay? So, in the Little Ranger, one thing that I've noticed, or that I use as a reference, is if you look out, you've got the hood scoop right on the driver's side, and then they've got that little dimple, that crease in the hood. Okay? Now, it goes crooked, but if I look at the base of the windscreen, right where that dimple starts, that's pretty much the inside shoulder of the tire. So, basically, the side that's closest to my feet. That'll give me a reference where that tire's at. So what I can do with that knowledge is, it'll give me a good idea. If I say, hey, I want to put my tire on that rock, I can kind of use that as a rifle sight to line it up and go out there. Now, the other thing you can do is the little camera, right? It's got the little tire marks too, but the weird part about that is because of the wide angle of the lens, that the rocks come at you at an angle on the camera, which is kind of weird, right? So, you know, I've just found better success is I'll pick a line of sight from the driver's seat and line things up that way. All right, team, we're going to go to rock crawl mode just for this trail portion here. So, kick it in neutral, let it roll a little bit. I know we're uphill, so that makes it a little more of a challenge. And then turn the knob over to rock crawl. And for this one, since we're stopped, I'll just come hop out and double check that you've got it. And then I'm going to show you one other little trick we've got to make rock crawl mode a little better. And you also don't need the locker still. You can leave the screen up because we're going to kind of go through the motions with it, but we don't need it on right now.
I wonder if I just need to reboot the screen.
Like you said, the way to fix it is to turn it off completely and turn it back on.
Yeah, because this is saying the locker's locked, but we got nothing here. Yeah, just the cameras, but everything else on the screen is working. They're just not lined in. Yeah, we've got everything. It says it's locked, but I've got nothing on my center screen.
You got to hit the off-road tab. So the camera.
That's why the automatic popped up.
The camera comes on by default, and you got to hit the off-road tab.
You got to go to the. You got to hit both. Okay.
Hit the M button on the side of the shifter. We're going to lock it in a second.
Yep.
Because we move at a pace where first and second, it just sits and goes first, second, first, second, first, second. If you start in second gear with 0 speed, it will stay in second gear. If you shift it on the move, it will, when you stop, it'll go back to first. So this just locks it in second, because the truck can second gear start.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that when we do this.
Because it looks the same.
Yeah, but it's a double. You have 2 buttons to push to get into them for the mode. Because I guess the default camera for normal driving wouldn't have lockers on it.
Hang on, team. I didn't follow my own directions here. I was like, wait a minute, that was a 4th gear shift. There we go. All right. So again, the little manual thing is just something we figured out. What they did is this thing's a pretty good little rock crawler. It's got pretty low gears. And when they programmed it, they kind of just hit default, right? But the truck has enough torque to start in second gear. However, again, with the programming, it doesn't. So this is our workaround. Because what it will do is the shifting mimics off-road. So it's fairly aggressive with what it wants to do. But again, if you're just moving it just a trail pace, it hunts between first and second. And again, it's just, you'll be like, come on, truck, pick a gear and go with it. And again, this is our workaround. So again, we'll get moving, 5, 6, 10 miles an hour and just let the thing rev up, because otherwise you got to stop and do all that nonsense again. Again, the motor revs, fine letting it rev. Again, I'm upsetting the example. This trail's not too bad. Probably the worst thing you'll encounter is if you get too close to one of these trees, which I don't know why anybody do that, because paint is expensive. As far as rocks and stuff, there's nothing too wild and crazy. Again, I'm setting the example. You just drive or I drive. If you're unsure, just let me know. I'll help you. And again, if you don't want to drive these both your feet, you don't have to. But again, I am setting the example, so that's why my brakes are on. I am just a little brake pedal pressure here, just to kind of control that rebound bounce as I go over those rocks. It's just old hat for me, so I literally do that out of habit at this point. These 2 pros are hanging out here because this is where we're going to eat lunch. They've learned it, so they're waiting to pick up our scraps. But we'll do that on the second one. We're not going to do it on this one, obviously. Alright, team. So I'm going to go through the motions here. So I'm looking at this rock ledge and I'm like, I don't know if I can make it. I'm going to hit the rear locker, okay? Now again, at the park we had to turn it on, kind of when you got stuck. It's not the best way to do it. We set it up for our demos that way. I want to turn it on beforehand. So go ahead and go through the motions. We'll turn on that locker. Now, for reference, okay, driver's tire, there's a rock and it's broken, and you'll see the little remnants of the breakage at the bottom, okay? I want to drive up that with my driver's side tire. Now, I'm gonna hit the rock on the right first, though, okay, and that gets me lined up, okay? Here we go. And I'm just gonna walk the truck up here. Nothing fast, just nice and smooth. Now, I'm gonna go up here and I have to turn to not be in the tree, okay? But again, I know you're looking at me, but make sure you get that rear end up first, okay? That's the novice mistake. We always forget about that back axle. So just walk it up there nice and smooth. I'm watching you in the mirror to help you out, but again, you'll see that broken rock. That's where you want your driver's tire. And just drive straight up. It's just nice and smooth. And again, we turn on the locker to go through the motions. Hey, you lined it up perfect. Good work. There you go. Just keep coming straight ahead. There you go. Little Ranger's got a great set of gears in it. Good work, team. Outstanding. Alright, so let's zip our way up here. I'll try to give you my little head talk on blocks here in this section. So like I said, so at the park, the demo we have you go through, right, it's very low speed, so, you know, it works, but I'd rather turn my locker on and not need it than turn it on when I'm stuck, right? I know we kind of set an example at the park that way, but again, just to illustrate a point, that's the way we have it set up. And it's also one of the reasons we have you do it in idle, just to save wear and tear on the truck. So now we still have the locker on, and that's fine. We'll just rock it for a minute. Now, I was explaining to the ladies there in the gray truck. They were kind of asking about it when we first got on the first trail. So anytime the rear locker is engaged, the rear tires spin together. That's how I get my added traction. So if one wheel slips, the other has to slip with it. And that gives me traction. Now, the way I always teach it is anytime the rear end is locked, I am in a three-wheel drive truck, right? I have one big tire at the back pushing the rest of the truck forward, right? And then the front being unlocked, right? Well, they can spin independently of each other. So again, you've got to drive the vehicle a little differently anytime the rear locker is engaged. So one other thing you got to think of is if I have to do steep turns, so hard lefts or hard rights, my turning circle is increased because the truck can't pivot around that tire, right? That's what the differential allows us to do, but I've taken that away from the truck. So one thing that may happen is you're turning and you may leave a star mark in the earth, right? And you didn't mean to. Or you need a little more turn, right, rather than traction. And that's the cool thing about an electronic locker. You can turn it off and on as needed. Right, team. Now I'm looking at all these rocks, and I'm like, man, I really need a lot of traction. I'm going to have heavy articulation. That's the fancy term for when the wheel, one goes up and one goes down. I'm going to activate the front locker now, okay? Now, here's the thing to understand about the front locker. I need to pick the straightest line possible. Because now, when I turn the wheel, the truck will turn, but you got to think, I'm forcing the truck to turn, okay? So just follow my steps up here. I'm going to pick a diagonal line, but I'm also kind of picking for
You
you
might want to wait until you've already made the turn.
Okay.
So
Now, do I need the front locker here? Honestly, no. But again, I'm going through the motions just to give you an idea when you take your truck up in the hills and hopefully have some fun with it. Okay, so I picked the straightest line possible, and I'm going to do a settle turn at the top. Now, what I'm after there, saying that you're forcing the truck to turn, is that very thing. Is the truck is married in the middle, and when I turn the wheel, I'm binding that drive line basically to make it turn. So I'm putting added stress on the CV axles and the ball joints, just to give you a frame of reference. I know online this truck got a lot of hate because people were breaking ball joints and stuff, and again, they're just overdriving the truck. Alright team, once you get up all the rocks there, go ahead and turn off both lockers. We don't need any of them, either of them. And then turn on the trail control, that's the middle button, and set the speed at 3.5. And you can just confirm trail control is on, and if you need help, let me know. So both lockers off, trail control at 3.5.
Trail on.
I heard one voice, but I didn't get a number with it. Somebody might have stepped on somebody.
Sorry, that was number 8.
Everybody else good?
Julie,
Off. Alright team, we're going to use the trail control. Say, I only got one confirmation, but we're all moving kind of uniform here. We're going to use it to descend this old hill here, and we're going to use it to drive up, as you can see Mike's group's up in front of us, up that incline. Now, if you need to, you can play with the speed, right? I'll call out a kind of a max speed, but obviously if you need to slow down or speed up, right, just click it up or down as you see fit. We just kind of figured out that 3.5, well, it's a good average for a descent. It usually works pretty good. Now once we get down to the flatter ground, I'm going to speed mine up. The speed I'm probably going to use for the ascent is about 5.5. And again, I'll remind that when we get there. Again, if you want to slow it down to make the turn, you can just hit minus, minus, minus. Let it slow you down for the turn. Point it down the mountain. Hit plus, plus, plus. That is actually kind of their textbook method for using this technology. Now, it also makes up for hill descent control, which is originally what premiered on the Raptor. That's actually where I like it. It's actually really comfortable for downhill grades. You make your way kind of around the trees and stuff. If you need to slow the speed down, feel free. I'm just going to get mine at 5.5 and up the hill here. team, here at the top, go ahead and turn off the trail control. I'm going to have you drive it down the mountain here. Now, it's a pretty steep summit or breakover here, so if you need the camera to help you out, it's there. It's steep for a second. You'll be like, I see trees and sky, but if you don't see dirt, then that little camera can help you out. If you would just confirm you got trail control turned off for me.
Truck 8, trail off.
Thank you, team.
There's our answer.
Now, it is helpful if I drive at full speed on the way down the mountain here. The truck's naturally going to want to slow down. We got it locked in second, so the general idle speed isn't very high. So I've got just, if I had to guess, travel the weight of my foot on the brake, and I just give a little squeeze. That's about all the pressure I've got. And, about 1,800 RPM on the tachometer. It always throws me off in the tachometer in this truck because the F-150 has a big number in the middle, and it's the actual RPM. I look down and I see 2, and I'm like, I'm not going 2,000 RPM. This just has the sweep, so. And again, team, we're weaving our way through the trees. Yeah, you gotta go out of your way, but yeah, keep it out of the trees, please.
thought we did this before lunch.
I think we do one round before lunch. You take it up to the top when we do the second round. We eat and then we finish it or something. I didn't bring that sheet that had the schedule on it.
All the rocking, not feel good.
Yeah, it'd be. Yeah, wouldn't want to do it after lunch. Although speed can get you too. When I get home, I'm going to have to take an aerial view of all of this and see all these trails and stuff.
Like what I did in Virginia, but I thought tire pressure it made it more comfortable, but it's still very jarring.
Mm-hmm. Because you said you didn't deflate
I
tires
didn't
at all.
deflate, and I thought that's why it was so jarring like this, but it's still like that. It's just the nature of the beast, I guess.
Team, you'll catch me here at the bottom. We're going to go out of rock crawl and into off-road mode. So when you pull up behind me, do that little, 1 to 2 foot roll, and with the transmission in neutral. And then, of course, our friend the locker is going to show up, and he's still not invited. We'll turn that locker off. I'll tell you what, since I have to stop for this one, I'll just hop out and take a look at your trucks.
Go. Nope. Looks like it's still there.
And you're in off-road.
Oh, well, it's
But the
because...
locker's still on.
Oh, that's... okay.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're set.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't have the rock under it. It has the off-road under it.
Well, it's...
Similar image.
It's sprinkles. It's a different icon than in the other trucks.
Right, okay.
Nice. Those are free pictures.
Yeah, you just put them on the site and pick them off.
Right, team, drive up to me and go ahead and switch drivers when you get to me. And go ahead and switch drivers real quick, right? This is where we started the loop. So I'll switch up to keep things pretty 50-50 here. And then when the new driver gets in, go ahead and put in rock crawl mode. So when the new driver gets in, put in rock crawl mode.
Neutral. Getting over.
She could only roll back so far.
Rock crawl.
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright, team, so remember the second gear trick. We're not going real far, but the M button, hit the plus paddle, and do that right before you start moving, and it'll lock in second gear for you. What we'll do, we're not going to drive real far. like I said, we like to keep it pretty equal, so we switched drivers there. We're going to drive up here not real far and stop and break for lunch. I was going to say, if you're from the East Coast, you're probably already real hungry. I mean, I get hungry on Ranger days because it's pushing 1 o'clock by the time I grab lunch. Team with a single file parked behind this other group of trucks. The tailgate makes a great picnic bench. One of them will be up at Mike's truck, the red one up there, number 16. If you had a food allergy or something and filled out the form, he'll have a lunch with your name on it. And obviously he's got drinks there in his cooler to grab as well. And you turn the truck off. We'll same driver when we get back from lunch. And we'll grab a group photo before we go. So head up to Mike, grab a lunch, and yeah, we'll relax for just a minute.
Try and get you away from
That's
the
okay.
tree.
No, you're good. I can get out. You got an opening in the tree.
Oh, I didn't turn that on. Oh, whatever. Didn't do much. We're good. I forgot to put it in second gear.
Alright, team, so we already got the locker turned on. Again, just line us up. You'll see that a little broken rock. I like to give it a little more rocks here, and everybody did great the first time. So again, you got the little dimple in the hood. That'll help you out. We'll crawl up here. Here we go. And again, you probably already forgot to do the second gear trick, and that's okay. You can do it once you get over the rock face here. I forgot myself, so... Alright, so there we go. Last bump for the rear tires. I can do my little turn. Not quite a catwalk, but I will do my little turn on the rock trail. that Rockstar is perfect. So again, we'll go through the same motions. We're going to fire up that front locker. Again, I need it up this, really no. The truck could probably drive up even the rear locker, right? But again, just go through the motions, give me an idea. I have it on before I need it. And I'm going to pick a nice straight line. Now, let's say these rock little mounds were taller. I articulated the truck more, kind of like back at our park, where I was getting the, the extremes to the point where the truck's attitude was shifting around. Yeah, the front locker is definitely going to help you get through a lot of that. But that rear locker, it really gives you a lot of traction, more so than you think. So, 98% of the time, you're firing up that rear locker first for added traction. That's just kind of the way it is. Once you get over the rocks, get rid of the lockers. The lockers off and trail control on at 3.5.
Sorry.
I'll just have you confirm that front to back, and off we go.
Don't forget the locker too. You just have to take a truck aid and trail.
$20 is good.
Good. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. Alright, gang. Well, any more questions on blocking differentials or even the trail control? Everybody's like, I don't know what to ask, and that's okay. Think of it, hit me up. So just like we did before, we'll do 3.5 down to the bottom. You can play with the speed as you see fit. I'll tell you, once I get to the bottom, I'm pretty much 5.5 all the way to the top. But again, you play with the speed as we go. That's the goal of this little section here.
Kyle, max speed on trail control is 20? Is that what I heard?
It actually has different speeds. So in low, it's dictated by the transfer case. Okay, so if the transfer case is in low range, you get half settings, and it'll go up to 10. Okay, so that's its max speed is 10. Now, if I'm in two-wheel drive or I'm in four-wheel drive, high range, the maximum speed is 20. But it also gives me full value changes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It also works in reverse. So you can back down things or back up things if you're so inclined. I believe the max speed, no matter what, is 5. That's in reverse. Alright, team at the top here, go ahead and turn off the trail control. And again, just let me know when you do. And you may have to fix your manual second gear thing. For some reason, my truck did. I might have hit the paddles accidentally, though.
No, you're still on 2. Truck 8 is good.
Two is good.
Alright, team, finished. You break over there. And use that camera if you need to. They managed to make a small truck with a big hood.
20 is good.
Thank you, thank you.
Had to get that engine in there.
Again, like I said, if you need that front camera help, utilize it. Yeah, the sidelines are still pretty bulky out of these trucks. So, funny thing, so if you look at the old Jeeps, the reason the fenders actually, the hood tapers off and the fenders were lower was actually to get better sight lines for the driver when tracking on trails, which was also, mimicked by Toyota with the Land Cruiser. Of course, the Land Cruiser was actually a direct mimic of the Range Rover, which was a copy of the Jeep. If you didn't know it, the original World War II Jeeps were actually built by, a bulk of them built by Ford and Willys. Again, we're just driving down here with a little left foot brake, smooth things out, or if not, just slow and steady the pace. team, let's get out of rock crawl mode. So again, that little roll in neutral is going to help you out. And we'll just go to off-road mode. Of course, off-road is friends with the locker. Definitely don't need that to get down to the trailhead. So off-road, no locker. Now I'll just go look at your trucks because we're stopping.
Start at the back, come to the front.
Missing one?
No, they're both there. I can see it in my mirror anyway. Maybe just off to the side.
I see two more.
It's interesting how the LEDs flicker.
Taking a video of an old CRT screen. See?
Yeah, no, that's why I was, when that corner came up, I had to back off a second to let the dust turn with it. I can imagine how it changes when they get the rains. People are back here playing.
That's what I was thinking, because there's potential for rain, and if it rained quite a lot, it'd be all mud.
Change all the ruts and everything else. that hard left.
Yeah. Well, see how much more nimble they are.
Yeah.
Like the F-150,
Yeah, it'd be tough.
hard to turn. I can't see.
Okay, I lost him now. There he is.
I can't see the road.
It's because there is no road. It's a big parking lot.
Alright, good. Nice there, team. I was going to say it helped. This death metal Japanese all-female band came on. Be motivated. Anyway, normal mode across the street. Lights off. Let me know when you're ready.
Come here, radio. Truck 8 ready.
Good.
Good.
Thank you, thank you.
Blow the dust off the cars.
Alright, team. Welcome back to the off-road park. Yep, get the lights on. Alright, what's left on the set list? Well, Baja mode, right? Yeah, rest of the day. Now, we're going to go over to the Baja mode two-wheel drive circuit. That's where we'll start our afternoon. Do a couple laps each of that. Then when we are done with the two-wheel drive circuit, we will swap to the other group and we'll run around the four-wheel drive circuit. That first order of business, well, we're going to head down here to the restrooms and do a pit stop. And we're going to take all the little Raptors and merge them into one big mechanical Raptor. Yes, that is an obscure Voltron reference. But yeah, we will run as one group here again, just like we did this morning. What I'll do is, while you're hopped out or using the restroom or grabbing a water, I'll come by and change your radio channel over. Actually, no, wait, stay on my radio channel. I got to do at least all of them first. I'll change them in a minute. Alright. Follow me in line here to park. Again, you can leave the truck running when you get out of it. But yeah, make a quick pit stop, grab a water. Line down to the Baja circuits.
Good. Go turn off until it.
Team. Hey, how was a fun afternoon? You can put the truck in Baja mode two-wheel drive right now if you like. That's what you'll end up in anyway.
Put it in what?
So the way to do that is
Baja
turn the knob.
two-wheel drive.
Obviously that'll get you to Baja. And once the truck recognizes it's in Baja mode, right? The transportation controller in this vehicle is on top of that knob.
Yep,
So
go back
you
to
can simply
2
click the 2A button, or not the 2A button, the 2H marks the 2 hotels, and that will get you in Baja mode and two-wheel drive.
Water truck out here.
Well, I saw him going around earlier when we were coming back. I don't know what course he was
The
on.
dust is all back.
Well, but this is the access road. Hopefully it looks like he was spraying. Looks like he was spraying part of the course. Maybe. That's what we got there.
Alright, team, we're going to delete follow here first. So, what that's going to tell is just like that handling course this morning, but instead of Mike, you're going to hear me, right? And I'll narrate it as I go. Alright, so Mike will be your start line person. He's going to hang out basically in line with his flag here. So just pull up, driver's door to him. Now, the other thing you'll do is you're going to switch drivers every lap for the rest of the day. So, first person goes, swap, next person goes, okay? Once Mike is ready to let you go, he'll send you, and you're going to roll into the power, and you're going to time it so that you're basically full throttle at the double greens, right? Or, I guess, okay, that's the point where you can if you're so inclined. I don't set up for this corner too much to the outside. I just drive it in here real hard. I do go just past the triples to hit the brakes. It's pretty heavy. It's kind of off camber, meaning that it's uphill, so it's going to load the back of the truck. And then it is sloped away from you for just a second. So again, it might push you, but you want to end up out here anyways, which is fine, right? Bigger arc, faster speed. I'm going to cruise down here. I can probably give it a good old stab with the go pedal, get a little power built up here. I'd probably go the truck length past the triples before I go to the brake, but no, my braking is very aggressive, like very, very, very much so. Alright, I'm going to turn in. This will probably get slick after the kid throws some water on it, so just be cautious. It might even be slick right now. Again, I'm going to drive this just like I've been doing it at speed, so I'm giving up speed for truck placement. Okay, then I'm going to give the truck over here track left, and I'm just going to stay left. That green cone is drawing me in like the siren's call, but I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to go outside, right? Bigger arc, faster speed. Okay, so bear that in mind. Just past the triple cones, heavy braking, looking right, turning right. If I get a little trail brake slide there, that's awesome. Okay, it's hard to do, but you can do it. I'm going to tap the brakes. I don't really need to slow down. It's a quick transition, so it's quick with the hands, quick with the feet. And then I'm going to let the truck run to the outside, and then I'm going to not spare the whip across the finish. That's code for I'm giving it gas. I'm sorry if all of my all of my nicknames and euphemisms and all that good stuff is misaligned to you. I apologize. But yeah, basically the go pedal is the gas pedal, the low is the brakes, go from there. Alright team, we're going to go to channel 3 on your radio, channel 3, because I'm going to be out on the course and I'm going to coach you as you go. So I'm going to step out of line. You're going to want to line up with this number 10 truck here, and then go ahead and actually, you know what, you got to go talk to Mike. I'll come by and change your radios for you. One of the things for you to do. But head up to Mike to the 10th. He's going to talk to you about driving and stuff, and you can ask him all the hard, difficult questions.
There it is. Okay, thank you. Wasn't sure if I had it on or off. Luckily, I'll be able to edit.
Alrighty. Right. Oh, wait, 4. My bad. 4? Go for it, right? Double green is the go point. Alright, team. First thing to work on, vision, right? Look down the course. There we go. Remember, 2-wheel drive, right? It's gotta push the truck. So, we'll get our most speed if we get that weight shifted straight back. It'll teach you patience with the power. There we go. 4, that was a decent run. Alright, gang, the top turn is that tight section, it's a little S-bend. It's kind of slick. Got a little moisture to it. So eyes up on that. Alright, 5. Alright, roll into the power nice and gingerly, right? We go past an apex, we can let it run. Then heavy brake, looking right, turning right. Put over track right, and transition track left. Stay over left, and just take that big arc and let it run. There you go. Triple 5, looking good. I see the head turn, nicely done. There you go, you crack the whip there. Truck 10.
2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Manual 2. 2-wheel drive. Remember, eyes up, looking ahead.
Window 10. Solid run.
Out the window.
We're behind on the eyes there. Maybe a little fudge on the wheel with the hand. That's okay. I see your head turning. That's good. Master team, right? Is once we get vision down, now we gotta tell our hands see how to operate the control. Alright, 8. Alright, now use that power on it. Come around the corner. There we go. That's the exit throttle. That's where we'll pick up some spins, right? Don't need much exit throttle here. A quick transition. There we go. Well, you're inside, so slowly gain power. There we go. Okay, always look for that bigger arc, right? The less I have steering in, the more gas I can do it. Gas pedal's the fun one.
I'm still paying too much attention to the cones.
Alright, truck 2. Eyes right, look right. Okay, we got a straightaway. We can let the horse run a little bit here. There we go. And for all the go we give it, we got to get a little low. There we go. Eyes left. Good. Look at that head turn. Awesome. Eyes right. Big arc. Let it run a little bit. Start feeding it power. Feed it power. There you go. We'll do a little tickle of the brakes here. Turn it in. Eyes left. Now just let it run. Let it run. Let it run. It'll do it. There we go. Jump 2. Truck 20. Alright, 20. Squeeze the gas. Get that exit speed. There we go. Good. A little patience section here. Quick with the hands. Steady with the feet. Start feeding it power. Feeding it power. Make that arc bigger. Use all the track there. There you go.
Mike, switch, right?
Quick
Mike,
transitions.
switch drivers, right?
There we go. And steady feet. That'll help you out. Mark 4.
I don't think I've gotten into this truck with the helmet on without hitting it.
Manual
2.
Alright, truck 4 getting after it from the start. Looks hungry. Ooh, there we go. Okay, good throttle management there. There we go. Turn the head. Turn the head again. Bigger arc wins. There we go. See? He saw it. You're like, I get on the power. And that was a little much. He backed off. Gets saved. Eyes left. Let it run. Truck 5. Truck 5. Wait a minute. Get down the gate. Good. Steady lines in there, 5. Nicely done. Get speed in the brake zone. Eyes left. Look left. Got bigger arc. Let it run a little bit. Just speed and power as you go. There we go. That was a decent walk. Oh, there we go. A little aggressive on mid throttle there. Right, 10.
Okay. So what kind of work do you do?
computer security.
Okay. How about you?
Running auto dealerships.
Running auto dealerships? Own?
Commit to the brakes a little
GM.
bit. That'll slow you down, right? Try to make that. The input was good.
30.
Kind of let off.
Well, right now I'm not under contract with anybody. I've had 35 years and 70% of it's been Ford.
There we go.
Okay.
Stay with my brand.
There you go. You know Jim Click?
Good.
Yeah, I used to be his
I like
field
that,
manager in
man.
1984.
Okay, I drive for him. I drove for him for
I
years.
saw Jimmy a few years ago at the intro show, and he had me round up his troop because he was done. He wanted to get on his plane and go home. It's like, that's Jimmy.
Yes, yes. Okay, clear to go. Eyes up. 2 and 2.
Drive up. Look through the corner. Modern cars got that big A pillar you gotta turn around, right? They put that side curtain airbag right there. Little aggressive on the turn in, and then your foot was like, yeah, this feels good. Good thing. Alright, truck 2. Down to the end of that straightaway. Now let it run. Let it run. It'll unwind. It'll go. There we go. Big stab the brake. Big stab the brake. Go. Turn hand look left. Go. Turn right. Look right. Left. Nice. Let it run. And one tip, you're not going to fix it today, but right, watch your hands on the wheel. Kind of split that thing in half, right? Shuffle it around. If you got two hands next to each other and they're going both to either side of the steering wheel, you're sacrificing a little bit of input control there. Alright, nicely done, 20. You see the head turn, nicely done. F-bend here. Station. Run power, there you go. Good exit there, 20. Alright, press 4. Okay. There we go. Good modulation there. You felt it spin. You lift it off. Nicely done. Quick hands and a head turn. There we go. Oh, a little lower now. That little whop whop on the throttle got you. As you turn in and give that little extra prod on the pedal, that's what upset you mid-corner. To be steady, right? You use the maintenance throttle, you gotta be steady with it. Alright, 5, you're hustling good. I like it. There we go. Think 5, figure something out. There we go. Good run, 5. Solid run. 10.
These tires are still good on this truck.
He was telling us how fast you wear them out on the F-150s.
Yeah.
And you don't even rock crawl them.
We'll do the same course.
But I don't think, you don't rock crawl the big one. Oh, do you?
Catch that throttle. Yeah.
Hard to get through some of those trails.
Yeah, we have a
the head turn.
Wider stance.
There we go. Alright, 8. The Ocho. Not the ball. Eyes up, mate. Keep looking down the course, right? The color's reference, that's your grip vision. Good, nice hustle. Eyes left, you're looking left. There you go, trust yourself. There you go. Nice right. There you go. Nice left. All the way down the end of that trail. Let it run. You're on 2. There you go.
Dropped that too soon.
There we go, a little quicker this round. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Eyes right, turn right, eyes left, look through that next corner, there we go, I see the head turning, see the hands on the wheel. Alright, now just squeeze that gas a little bit as you go, there you go. Eyes right, eyes left, all the way down to those double cones, let it run, you got it. Track 20. Good run, 20. Nicely done. Very smooth, very planned. I like it. Quattro. Also being the first mass-produced all-wheel drive system. Alright. More good saves. We're subtle on the power, but it stepped out on you. It's a good correction. Eyes right, turn right, use the power. There we go. Eyes left, line it up, let it run. Alright, 10.
So that camera you have in there,
Yeah.
start and stop with the
I
phone.
like it.
You can. It's voice controlled also.
It's voice control. Very cool.
Big break.
It's a 360. So
Left.
What's the
Eyes right,
Port
big
time.
guitar.
depends how big the memory card is.
how big's the memory card?
256.
There you go. That probably felt pretty smooth.
I think you
Looks
get
pretty smooth,
4 or 5
yeah.
hours.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, ready to go.
There you go. Nice steady pressure on the throttle. Like I said, team, steady seats they can. Nicely done there. Alright, truck 8. Good, they can add movement. Get used to the brakes. Good head turn there. Dark winds. Truck 2. Now we're bringing it to squeeze the power, go for it, let it run.
Thought I had a straightaway and it just kept going back and forth.
Brake for the turn. There we go. Eyes left, turn left. There we go. Eyes
Let's
right
see if
now.
the third
Three
run can
powers
be the
you go.
best.
3 powers you go. There we go. It's kind of a crooked straightaway, but
I think it's going to be the worst.
eyes left. Eyes left. Start to straighten the truck out. Squeeze power. Oh, look at that. Good work. I saw the squeeze of the power. I like it. Alright, truck 20. Here we go.
Why did it turn off?
Look at that. Good patience there, 20. Nicely done. A little offline there. Not bad. Ooh, mid-corner brake correction. Alright. So, you need to get that braking done before that turn in, right? You're trying to carry the speed. I like it. But probably grab brakes from straight. So we'll get the most use out of them. Quattro, truck 4. Ooh, greedy with the exit throttle there. Whoa, 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 whoa. I cursed you. I jinxed you. I jinxed you. Alright, truck 5. Okay, 10's in front of 5. Alright, 5. He's by himself. There we go. That's why I'm not seeing 5. Hi, 10. That was me. Let it run. Let's go.
Nice to get a little rain.
Tomorrow.
Stick brakes, stick brakes.
Let's get snow next week.
There we go.
Tomorrow, up in the mountains.
There we go. Your co-driver's rubbing off on you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Get too aggressive.
Changes the
Get too
slipperiness
aggressive.
for sure.
Yeah.
You're aiming for the outside. Flirting with it anyway. Alright. It's the Ocho. Eyes right to the corner. It's a pretty fast corner. He's on the power. So nudge of the flanks at the spurs. Pull back on the reins. Give us a break. Eyes left. Eyes right. Click and whip of the reins. Let it run a little bit. There you go. Alright, fast corner, eyes left. Wait till you get over that little bump. Squeeze power, go to. You got it. Truck 20, man, wasting no time. Truck 20, over. Truck 4.
So now if you hold this button down, it takes off even more traction control. Someone got in trouble for doing it here.
They want the standard factory setting.
Yeah.
Run for truck 10. Truck 10.
Last time.
Yep.
We're going to head over to the other track after this. When we come back, we're going to all be lining up over on that side of the trail.
Okay.
Alrighty, clear to go.
That fast left-hander to the finish, right? You kind of have to let the truck settle on that little bump there before you go to the power. That's what's pushing everybody to the right. The truck will follow the train. Right, 8 on the hustle. I see the head turn. Nicely turned.
Make sure we got enough for the
Right,
last
round.
part.
Let it get a little around that left-hand corner, right? You'll feel the bump. Once it gets past the bump, now go. There you go. See, and that time it did step out on it. Good work, truck 2. Truck 20. Oh my goodness. Man, high on the RPM. We're going. Do it, 20. That pace up.
Team, follow me.
We're on 20.
I guess I go first this time.
That's right. Yep. You play guinea pig, and I'll learn from you on the first turn anyway. I could see that we each modified a few things as we were trying to adjust.
I got kind of distracted just by talking to him because I'm trying to focus.
Right.
And then he's trying to have a conversation, and I'm forgetting what I'm thinking
Yeah, you
about.
got to snap back into what you're doing.
Maybe they do that to ease the tension.
Well, I think they'd also do it because otherwise they'd be bored out here.
Yeah.
And team, what we'll do is let's go ahead and we'll move up here just a little bit. They're on the move for the group here. And we'll just stop at the stage here, let them go by.
Baja 4 auto. There is no 4
What mode
auto.
do we need to be in?
You can be in Baja mode proper, so if you're still in Baja mode, you can hit the 4H button, and that will resolve that. But the lead follows, unfortunately, we're not going to do it real quick. But yeah, you run the lap in Baja mode 4-wheel drive. Alright, there's the double cone. You see it's in the middle of the corner, so it gives you kind of a bench straightaway to get on the power. Brake marker is new. I honestly go well past it and grab the brakes. Again, very aggressive on the brake, and I'll turn in. And I'll go all the way down to the apex, just where I'm driving it, and then I let the truck come out to the outside. A little bit of a bump there, kind of stay in the power. I let it reach the top of this hill before I go to the brakes. Okay, that's pretty fun there. This corner's fast. I actually most of the time don't tap the brake, or just tap the brake, and it depends on how fast I came out of one. And then once I go by there, I'm squeezing power, taking wheel away, and let the truck run out here to the outside. I'm going to go halfway to that turning cone, and I'm going to aggressively slow the truck down. If I can get the truck over or down track right, that's what I like to do. Most likely, you're going to run up on the banking, which is fine. You'll still end up at the same spot. You'll just start a little more track left. My big goal down at the end of the straightaway is to be over here track right. I'll go just past the triples, and I'm going to go heavy to the brakes and turn my head to the left. This corner, I want to get down to the inside, all the way down here, off the berm, down to the inside. As soon as I go by that apex cone, it's unwind wheel and squeeze power. I'm going to heavy brake. I'm going to kind of keep that right rear in the slot. I'm going to let the truck rotate, and I'm going to let the truck come out to the right. No sense being down by that apex if I'm going to end up down here on the right anyway. Again, I kind of drive this straightaway at an angle. I'm going to drive down here to the turn-in cone. I'm going to lift off the gas at the turn-in zone. And I'm going to turn. And then what I'm going to do is at the triple, heavy brake. Big brakes to set you up to turn left. As soon as I make this left, I'm going to run down the right side. You can see it just, it's like showing a racehorse that pole. It's just going to run along that pole that runs alongside the racetrack. Alright, gang, here's the finish. Off the gas and finish. Get the truck slow back down to 15. Have some fun. Alright, line up with the other Rangers. I'm going to go out in the middle again. Again, channel 3 you want to go to, so you'll hear me coaching you.
Oh, you want to hit this? Or you already got it?
I thought we left it on.
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
we?
it's still.
Yeah,
it's still on.
we left it on when we went to the tent. Add space, just let it run.
Yeah.
Fun, going live. Five, not sparing the whip. I like it. Eyes up 5, quick we go. Further down the track, we need to look. Into the banking. That's fun.
He was running solo.
Slow corner. We are slow right down from this one. Kind of prim and proper. Outside, inside, outside. Let it run. Big brake. Proper corner. Let it run outside. That's where you want to go. There you go. Woo, good on that there, 5. Tracking truck 4. Alright, 4, eyes up, looking good. Banks corner fun coming up. There we go. Saw the head turn beforehand. Big brakes, big brakes, big brakes. Here we go. Eyes left. Once you go by that apex, just let it go outside. There we go. Good. Now let it run to the outside. For truck 10, Mike's keeping me busy.
Got water,
I like
so
it.
it might
Yeah.
be a little slippery.
Are we supposed to be in second the whole time?
Drive.
Drive. Okay.
Alright, truck 10 wasting no time. I like those little rollers at the start. They're pretty fun. Alright, fast turn. Head into the bank. Look through it. Look through it. All the way to the end. There we go. That felt good. Oop, heavy brakes. Keep it out of the berm.
Where to go?
Go outside, let it run. There we go. Nicely done. Okay. The brakes a little earlier. it's a slow corner, but you come into it with a full head of speed, right? Truck 2. Alright, 2, looking good. Here comes the banked corner. It's fun. Let it run. Any big brakes here? Low corner, look left, turn left. There we go. Eyes left, turn left, let it run the outside. There you go. Truck 20. Look good, 20. Look at the banking. Oh, yeah, on the banking, 20 goes. Big brakes, 20. Big brakes. Big brakes. Go to earlier. You got a pretty good run out of that bank corner. Come around again. Remember that. A little heavier the brakes will help you out. Good. Nice line, 20. That's 5. Like you folks have another circuit under your belt. Everybody's driving aggressive. All of that, I like it. Keep it on the track, team. Good 5. There we go. More authority of the brake. See how calmer that gets you? There you go. And you can almost pick your line there. Go outside, let it run. There you go. Drop your eyes like that cone. Truck 4. You're braking, but like soft and squishy marshmallow braking, right? Pick it, right? Squeeze it hard, let it slow down, come off of it, let it turn. That's what's got you rotated. You don't want to rotate that way. You could have jumped at a pendulum. Right? I'm going to guess that wasn't this one. Truck 8, if it was, I might give you a high 5. Truck 2, leaving the line. Truck 8 looking good. Let it run, 8. Come on, let it run. There, 8 is done. Truck 2.
I like 4-wheel drive better.
A little straightaway here. A little gas pedal. The rest of you, a little brake. Turn left. There you go. Separate your hands on the wheel too, right? You got them both there at the top. I might show you a little shuffle steering to get around, right? Again, you won't pick it up today. It'll help you in your everyday driving. Things I can notice. I'm a little closer to everybody. 20 looking good. Get the head turned. There we go. 20. And is chasing you down. eyes up, Cam. I'm seeing multiple switches on the wheel. Look at me. Easy, easy. There we go. All right, I'll take a little shove right there. Not that I let it down there.
4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive?
I kind of like 2 better.
Okay.
I like 4 better.
You like 4 better? Okay.
Track 10.
I like this track better than the other.
Yeah, well, that too.
Yeah.
Doing 2-wheel in this would be a good comparison, doing it in both.
Yeah. Okay, ready to go. Ready to go. 8.
That didn't go well. Good save, though. I started ready to jump on the radio. I was like, no, and then you did it. All right, Abe. Truck 2.
Run it right back. That's a good thing.
I was like, uh-oh, it's going to go off the road.
Yeah. Well, I felt it going, and I figured you did too, because I saw you already starting to move your hands.
2. Go outside, let it run. There we go, truck 2. Truck 20. Oh, cow, on the move. Brakes, big brakes, big brakes. Good 4.
Last time.
No.
We could do this all day.
Yes, we could.
We could do it all day. When you come back, you'll stay in line, but I'm going to have you move to the back seat, and we're going to give you all
The drive.
demonstration runs.
Cut.
Okay?
Number 10, you're aggressive as brakes, but you're aggressive on the wrong end, right? You're squeezing them and then you're squeezing them more. The first input should be the biggest.
Same one they got me.
Yep. Little aggressive. Now we get to have them show us all up.
You want to sit behind me? I can pull the seat.
No, I can
far.
go.
'Cause there's not a
I'm
lot of
good.
leg room.
I'm a small guy. I fit back there well.
Depends how big the instructor is. Did he say pull off to the side or?
No, you said pull in line, and then
Okay.
I go to the back seat. Instructors will
Good, track 2, track
come in and
20.
drive. Get in with your helmet first.
You recording?
Every time I get
Yep.
in.
What's that?
I hit my helmet every time I get in.
I'm going to adjust the wheel here a little bit.
You guys make it look easy.
Lots of practice.
Yep.
Here we go. On power. Go left, brake, trail off, wait, power. Apex, turn, coast there for a sec, power, brake, apex, turn, power, brake, turn, eyes up to the next corner, power, brake, turn, power, get ready, we're going to go right 180 here, turn and patience, power, brake, power. I'm going to lift off power, help it turn to go back to power. Making my approach, go brake, looking at the middle of the turn, for the exit of the turn, brake, turn, power, brake, turn, power,
Like I said, you make it look easy.
This truck is so awesome.
I know.
Think about it, stock, all stock. Okay guys, you can stow your helmets in the back seat.
Thank you.
Thank you.